All right, check this out. Your phone blows up. It's your son, and he sounds terrified. Mom? Dad? I. I've been in an accident. I'm in jail. I need bail money. Like, right now? Please, don't tell anyone. Just send it. And here's the crazy part. It sounds exactly like him. The fear in his voice, the way he says your name, it's perfect. Every part of you is screaming, help him. But hold up. What if that voice, so painfully familiar, so absolutely convincing, isn't your son at all? What if it's a machine? An artificial intelligence, built by criminals, specifically to tap into your deepest fears and straight up rob you blind. This isn't some crazy sci-fi movie plot, guys. This is the shocking reality of AI-powered scams. It's a massive, growing threat that's leaving people broke and emotionally wrecked. We're not talking about those ancient spam emails. No, we are entering a totally new era of fraud, where AI creates disguises so perfect, seeing isn't always believing, and hearing can be completely deceiving. Today, we're ripping back the curtain on the dark side of artificial intelligence, a side most people are not ready for, a side that is actively trying to steal your cash. Section 1. The anatomy of an AI voice scam. So, that insane panicked phone call, that's probably an AI voice cloning scam, a terrifyingly effective trick. How does this even work? Criminals need almost nothing to get started. Just a few seconds of your audio, a voicemail, a clip from social media, can be plugged into an AI program. This program then learns to copy everything: the pitch, the rhythm, even the emotional stuff. The result? A fake voice that's almost impossible to tell from the real deal. Research shows people can only correctly identify AI-generated voices about 60% of the time. Nearly half the time, we can be fooled. These scams prey on your panic. The call will almost always be about some massive crisis, an accident, an arrest, a medical emergency. They'll push you to act fast, to send money before you even have a second to think. People have lost thousands. Reportedly, 1 in 10 adults globally has experienced an AI voice scam, and a crazy 77% of those who got scammed actually lost money. The use of AI-based voice cloning reportedly exploded by 442% between the first half of 2024 and the second half of the year. Some experts predict deepfake fraud could jump by another 162% this year alone. Even the FBI is putting out warnings about these tactics, with bad actors impersonating senior U.S. officials using AI voices. The emotional damage is just huge. Section 2. When seeing isn't believing, the deepfake deception. But AI's power to impersonate doesn't stop with voices. No. The same basic tech, deep learning, is behind video deepfakes. Fake videos that can make it look like someone said or did something they never actually did. Imagine getting a video call from your CEO, looking and sounding exactly like themselves, telling you to make an urgent wire transfer. This is actually happening. A finance worker in Hong Kong was tricked into paying out $25 million after a deepfake video call. Deepfakes are being used to impersonate celebrities endorsing fake investment schemes. Take Steve Beacham, an 82-year-old retiree. He reportedly drained his retirement fund, investing $690,000, convinced by a deepfake video of Elon Musk. Deepfake incidents in the finance sector reportedly skyrocketed by 700% in 2023. As of early 2024, more than half of finance professionals in the US and UK said they'd been targeted by deepfake scams, and 43% admitted they had fallen for it. There were reportedly 19% more deepfake incidents in the first quarter of 2025 than in all of 2024. Deepfakes are now cited as responsible for 6.5% of all fraud attacks, a mind-boggling 2,137% increase from 2022. AI can generate hyper-realistic videos. Gartner predicts that by 2026, 30% of enterprises will see identity verification solutions as unreliable on their own because of AI-generated fakes. Section 3. The Invisible Net. AI supercharging phishing and smishing. Most of us think we're good at spotting basic phishing emails, but AI is changing that game completely. Generative AI tools, like ChatGPT, can now write phishing emails and text messages, that's smishing, that are practically flawless. They can mimic the language, tone, and branding of legit organizations with terrifying accuracy. These AI-powered phishing attacks are often incredibly personalized. AI can scrape information from your social media or data breaches to tailor messages specifically to you, making the scam way more believable. Some reports show that 67.4% of all phishing attacks in 2024 used some form of AI. Another report points out that 82.6% of phishing emails use AI technology. And what's really alarming is that 78% of people reportedly open AI-generated phishing emails, and 21% click on the malicious content inside. The sheer scale is also a massive problem. AI allows fraudsters to automate these attacks, sending out thousands of personalized scam messages. Credential phishing attacks reportedly jumped by 703% in the second half of 2024, partly thanks to AI. The total volume of phishing attacks has reportedly skyrocketed by an incredible 4,151% since ChatGPT showed up. By March 2025, AI agents developed for testing were actually creating more effective simulated phishing campaigns than elite human red teams. Section 4. Ghost in the Machine, Synthetic Identity Fraud. Now, one of the sneakiest forms of AI-driven financial crime is synthetic identity fraud. This isn't about someone stealing your identity. It's about creating entirely new, fake identities from scratch. Criminals use AI to mix real, stolen data, like a child's social security number, with completely made-up information. It's like they're building a digital Frankenstein's monster. These Frankenstein IDs are then used to open bank accounts, apply for credit cards, and take out loans with zero intention of ever paying any of it back. Because these identities aren't tied to a single real person, they can exist for months, building what looks like a legit credit history before busting out, maxing out all available credit, and then just disappearing. Synthetic identity fraud is a booming business, incredibly tough for financial institutions to detect. The Federal Reserve has highlighted it as the fastest-growing type of financial crime in the U.S. Losses from it reportedly went over $35 billion in 2023. Deloitte has estimated this type of fraud could lead to at least $23 billion in losses every year by 2030. And recent data from Q1 2025 showed synthetic identity document fraud spiking by 311% in North America compared to Q1 2024. AI automates creating these identities and even generates fake supporting documents that look scarily real. Section 5. The staggering cost of digital deceit. The numbers linked to AI-powered financial fraud are jaw-dropping. Global losses from fraud scams reportedly hit $485.6 billion in 2023. Some projections estimate the global cost of cybercrime could reach an astonishing $10.5 trillion annually by 2025. In the U.S. alone, generative AI-driven fraud losses could top $40 billion by 2027. The FTC reported over $10 billion in consumer fraud losses in the U.S. in 2023, with more recent figures suggesting $12.5 billion in 2024. It's now believed that more than 50% of all financial fraud involves AI. Deepfake-related incidents in cryptocurrency reportedly surged by 654% between 2023 and 2024. The AI voice cloning market by itself was valued at $2.1 billion in 2023 and is expected to balloon to $25.6 billion by 2033. And for every dollar lost to fraud in the U.S., the actual cost is estimated to be around $4.60. Nearly half the world's population is estimated to receive scam attempts every single week. Yet, only a tiny fraction ever get reported. Section 6. Why AI scams are a different breed of threat. So what makes these AI-powered scams so much more dangerous? First, realism. AI-generated scams often don't have those classic obvious mistakes. We're talking perfect grammar, natural-sounding voices, and lifelike videos designed to bypass our natural skepticism. Second, personalization. AI lets fraudsters tailor attacks by analyzing huge amounts of scraped data, crafting messages that really hit home. Third, scale and automation. AI allows criminals to launch sophisticated attacks against millions of victims all at once. The rise of fraud as a service, FaaS, means even criminals with limited technical skills can buy AI-based tools. Chatter on criminally focused Telegram channels related to AI and deepfakes for fraud reportedly shot up by 644% from 2023 to 2024. Fourth, bypassing security. Advanced AI techniques are designed to beat traditional security measures, including biometric verification. Section 7. True nightmares. Scenarios of AI-powered attacks. Let's paint a few more pictures. The compromised executive. A finance employee gets an email, then a video call. The CFO, looking and sounding completely real, but actually a deepfake, instructs an urgent transfer of millions. The money is gone. This cost one company $25 million. The fake support agent. You search for customer support and find a helpful AI chatbot. It asks for your login details to fix the issue. You give them. Boom. That chatbot has just handed a scammer access to your account. The grandparent scam. Evolved. An elderly woman gets a call. The voice on the other end is a perfect clone of her grandson, claiming to be in trouble overseas and needing emergency funds. The emotional manipulation is overwhelming. The synthetic entrepreneur. A criminal uses AI to generate a fake identity, complete with a professional-looking LinkedIn profile and AI-generated business documents. This synthetic entrepreneur then applies for business loans and just vanishes. These aren't just random incidents. They show growing trends. Section 8. Arming yourself in the age of AI deception. Okay, so what can you actually do? Awareness and caution are your best first lines of defense. Verify, 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 especially with urgent money requests. If you get an unexpected call or message asking for money under pressure, stop. Hang up. Independently contact that person using a phone number you know is theirs. Establish a safe word or challenge question for your close family. Set up a secret word or a question only you all would know. This is a game changer. Be skeptical of unsolicited contact. Treat any unsolicited email, text, or call asking for personal information or demanding immediate payment with extreme caution. Secure your accounts. Use strong, unique passwords. Enable multi-factor authentication, MFA, wherever you possibly can, especially for financial accounts. Protect your voice and image where you can. Be mindful of how much you share publicly. The less data scammers have, the harder it is for them to create convincing deepfakes. Educate yourself and others. Stay informed. Share this video with friends and family, especially vulnerable ones. Over 60% of Americans see misleading AI audio video as their biggest fraud concern. Adults over 60 are reportedly 40% more likely to fall for voice cloning scams. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Take a moment to breathe and think. Report suspicious activity. Report scams to relevant authorities, like the FTC in the US, and to the platform where it happened. Your individual vigilance is critical. This threat is growing fast, and awareness is our best defense. If you found this useful, like, subscribe, and share it with friends, family, and colleagues. You might just help someone avoid a serious scam. Drop your thoughts or experiences, no personal info, in the comments below. Let's learn and fight back together. Conclusion. AI is powerful, but it cuts both ways. Just like fire, it can help or harm. These scams are real, they're happening now, and they're getting smarter. We're in a race to stay ahead. Your best weapon? Critical thinking. Voices can be faked. Videos can be forged. But if you stay alert, informed, and skeptical, you'll stay safe. The future of fraud is here. Don't face it unprepared.